From a bunch of scratches to an empty van to my tiny home on wheels. It's been quite an adventure. Okay, so long story short, in October 2020 I bought a van, a 2015 Fiat Ducato, with the plan of converting it into the campervan of my dreams in 3 to 4 months. Well, it didn't really go according to plan about the timing, but after more than a year and after countless hours of work, I can officially say that the van is completed, it's right behind me, and I can't wait to show you what I created. So, let's go. As a mountain photographer and filmmaker, I spend most of my time out in the wilderness, hiking and sleeping on top of the mountains. But a big part of my life is also about planning, editing my work and relaxing. So the idea behind this build was something that could be the perfect base camp for my adventures, as well as my mobile office and of course my tiny home on wheels. But let's start from the outside. As you can see, it's just a white van. I installed some windows, one on the side and 2 in the back doors. Also, the driving cab is pretty basic, I didn't add anything to it. There's only one vital thing located in this area, and it's right below the passenger seat. It's the diesel heater. Ebersparcher D2, which takes the diesel from the main tank and turns it into warm air inside the living space. This thing kept me so warm and toasty during my winter adventures, I just love it. This is the ventilation for the water heater and this is the fresh water inlet. And on the other side it's completely empty basically. I might add some wrapping in the future. I only have the 220 input if I want to charge the van externally. And now it's time for the best part. Let's go inside. Yeah, welcome. First of all, let's talk about the design. Finding the color palette that I was looking for has not been easy. I spent so many evenings doing terrible looking renders in Photoshop to find the perfect combination between colors and materials. And this is what I ended up with. I've got a dark wooden floor, which is actually not wood, it's vinyl. Then I got this green cabinetry, which reminds me of forests and nature, and this light wooden worktops. I really love the contrast between these two. The walls are white, so that the space feels wider, and the ceiling is covered with a grey felt. I don't remember where I got the inspiration for this, and gluing it to the plywood has been a nightmare, but I'm so glad I did it. Tenete su. This is the entrance. I got this divider wall. As you can see, I decided to keep the driving cab from the living space divided, especially for insulating reasons. I got the light switch and a couple of hooks to hang the jackets. And here I got a very deep and large space to store gear, clothes and whatever's left in the van before I start driving. And I also have a light. And here I also have a fan to increase the air circulation. This has been the first hole that I cut in the roof and it's been so scary.
Mi sto cagando sotto.
Alright. Moving towards the back of the van, I have the kitchen unit. I have a 2-burner gas stove, the faucet and the sink. And here's a little control panel with a light, the water heater controller and the water pump. And if I turn it on, running water. Also, the workspace here can be extended with this heavy-duty shelf. It's really rock solid. Here I have a couple doors. Here's the gray water tank for the sink, which is also accessible from the outside. And this other part is almost empty at the moment. Up here I got some cabinets, one for the food and one for the dishware. And of course, the coffee machine. Do you want a coffee? Let's go on with the tour now. I got some more cabinets here with clothes, mountain clothes and everyday life clothes. And down here I got a lot of drawers for photography gear, pots and pans, food and silverware. And here in the back I have another cabinet where I store my underwear basically. This thing has been not easy to build, and thanks so much to Marta, my sister, for helping me design it. I'm really happy for how it turned out. And have you ever seen a photo exhibition that turns into a fridge? Well, that's exactly what we got here. This is an 84-liter 12-volt fridge by Thetford. It's really big and spacious, and the coolest thing is that it comes with a decorative front panel that I decided to print out with some of my photos. So if you follow me for a while, you might recognize some of these pictures. It's time for the most important and my personal favorite part of the van, the dinette and bed area. As I said, working from the road is very important for me, so that's why I decided to build this U-shaped dinette with a big table in the middle. Also, this table can slide in any direction to give more access space if you want to get in and out. This entire area is elevated from the floor quite a bit. You can see a couple steps here to create a large garage space in the back, which we'll see later, and also bigger space for water and electrical system. Of course, this area is designed to easily convert into a double bed. Let me show you. All I have to do is lift up the mattresses, lower the table, and fill the empty spots with the side pillows. And the bed is ready. The bed is 1 meter and 85 centimeters long, so as you can see I can fit perfectly, and 1 meter and 40 wide, so two people can sleep very comfortably. There's one more thing that I'm sure you noticed right when you got inside and that I didn't talk about yet. It's this huge roof window. I didn't plan to install this at the beginning because I wanted to leave as much space as possible for the solar panels on the roof, but then I just thought it would be cool to have some natural light coming from above, and I was right. I want to show you. This is a great way to have air circulation and to access the roof. Join me. Welcome to the Dolomites. As you can see, up here I have two huge flexible solar panels for a total of 424 watts. These are custom made to fill as much space as possible on the roof to generate all the power that I need to run my electrical system. The electrical system is stored under this bench. Let me explain how it works. The core of the entire system is the battery. It's a 200 amp hour lithium battery by Relion. And there are two main ways to charge it. One is with the solar panels, whose power runs through the charge controller and goes into the battery. And the second one is through the engine alternator thanks to a 60 amp DC to DC converter. all this power runs whatever needs electricity in the van. All my appliances, such as the lights, the fridge, the USB ports, the water pump, the fans, work with 12-volt current, so they are connected to the battery through a fuse box. But I also have a 1000-watt inverter to power up 4 AC outlets. And all the information about the state of the battery, how much the solar panels are charging, and lots of other stuff is visible on the battery monitor. Moving to the steps, there's storage here, and here there's a fake step with the water system. And under the opposite bench, under my blanket and my guitar, there's the water heater for the sink and the shower. Having the possibility to wash inside the van was one of the most important things for me to feel totally free while on the road. So that's why I built the shower. It's a fully waterproof wet room covered with PVC cladding. It has its own light and fan, and of course, the shower mixer. And this is also where I store my portable toilet. So this is also my bathroom. Welcome to the garage space. Here I can store a big part of my gear. As you can see, I have my backpack, my ski boots, a lot of shoes, my skis, a tripod, snowshoes, helmet, camping equipment, climbing equipment, and here is the propane tank. It's getting dark, and I want to show you one of my favorite things about this van: the lighting. Are you ready for the best part? How cool is that? Jokes aside, I decided to add these LED strips pointing towards the ceiling to create a much softer light when I need a more relaxing environment, and it works amazing. The light can be turned in any color, and it's also dimmable, so I can control it just like I want it. So that's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. It's been such an incredible project for me. I learned so many things and it's been an incredible adventure. I want to thank so much my family for being so patient and supportive, my sister Marta, my friends Ludovico and Paolo for helping me out with so many things. They've been amazing, honestly, and to all of my sponsors. This project wouldn't have been the same without them. If you have any questions, please drop them below. I'll be happy to make a more detailed video about the entire build. So yeah, the life on the road starts now, and I guess I'll see you in the next adventure.